Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Danny here with Nationwide Cruises and Vacations. And if you are traveling in the month of June of 2022, or actually, you know what? If you're traveling anytime in 2022, you are going to want to watch this video because I'm going to give you some travel tips to help prepare you for what will hopefully be a smooth vacation. So, let's talk about your travel and how to prepare. Okay, so let's talk about summer 2022 travel and what you need to do to prepare for a smooth vacation. Now, I want to say before I start that this video is really for those of you that are traveling in the month of June of 2022. But if you are not traveling specifically in June of this year, then you are probably going to want to watch this video as well, because it's going to give you some information to help you prepare for your vacation. Now, the one thing I want to tell you right now is I'm going to give you a lot of information, and I'm going to try to give I'm going to give information on different destinations where you may need, additional requirements and things like that to travel. Yes, it's a lot, but I want you to do me a big favor and don't stress over this. And as long as you follow just a few of these steps that I'm going to tell you today, you'll be off to a great and have a smooth vacation. Okay, so let's talk about what you need to have and what you need to do. First of all, traveling out of the country by cruise or by flight. Passport. Make sure your passport is valid for a minimum of 6 months after your return date. Some destinations only require 3 months or to be valid for the duration of your trip. But rule of thumb, I say always 6 months, no matter what, because countries can change the requirements at any time. So just make sure, that they're valid for 6 months after your return date. And please make sure that those names on your passport, specifically first and last name, match your airline, cruise line, and or resort confirmations. Now, if you are traveling on a cruise, you will absolutely have to have your vaccine information. For those that are available, can take the vaccine. You must be fully vaccinated within, I believe, 14 days before boarding your ship, and you will need your original vaccine information in order to board the ship. Even some destinations, not many around the world, are requiring vaccine, but some are. But cruises, most definitely, you have to be fully vaccinated. Testing. If you're going on a cruise, you have to take a COVID test, and it has to be negative, but you can only take this test within 2 days of boarding your cruise. Now, there are 1 or 2 cruise lines out there that do require the 1-day test rule, but believe everybody, we have traveling, and there's a lot traveling in the month of June. It's the 2 days before, but if you follow these steps that I'm going to tell you here in a minute, you will be notified if it's different from that 2-day test rule. And speaking of COVID test, they have to be the approved test. And I will include a link in this description of this video where you can order COVID test if you would like to do the telehealth tests that are the Proctor test and that are approved for cruises, and they're even approved for those of you that will be flying back into the U.S. from an international destination. Okay. Whew. I'm already getting out of breath, but it's a lot of information, and I'm going to, I hope I give you all the information that you need to know. And, like I said, if you have questions and we are your travel advisor, ask us. And if we don't have the answer, we will tell you. Cruises. If you are going on a cruise, I don't care where you're going in the world, download the Cruise Lines app and upload the information. I am not going to go through all of the details on that, But what I am going to do is I'm going to include a link in this video to another video that I have about checking in for your cruise, how to download the app, and everything you have to do for cruises. So look in the description of this video below, and I will put the link on checking in for your cruise. Air. If you are flying international, if you're doing a cruise somewhere, if you're doing an air and land package, or if you're even flying in the U.S. to board your ships out of Miami, Port Canaveral, Galveston, Miami, wherever, and you're flying there, download the airline's app, okay? If you have not created an account with the airline, create an account. You might as well get miles for it, okay? And you also want to link your booking, your airline booking, with the airline app. So download that app, link everything together, and if you are doing an international trip out of the country, then they will also be able to push you information and let you know what you need for your trip as well. So, do all of these things ASAP. Do not wait to the very last minute. Do this now. Start downloading these apps. Start uploading the correct documents that you need. That way you'll be ahead of the game and you won't be that unfortunate person to be denied boarding. So do all of these now. Speaking of airline apps, another app that you want to maybe think about downloading is the Verifly app. Every single airline that I am aware of works with Verifly, and you can upload your information to that as well. It's just an extra layer to make sure that you have everything that is required. And with the Verifly, I want to talk about that just a little bit more too. Flying back into the U.S., say from Europe, the Caribbean, Mexico, whatever international destination, you have to take that negative COVID test one day before you board your flight. Once you have that negative test result, you can also upload that to the Verifly, and that will help you at your airport when you're flying back into the U.S. So check out that app, and I will put that description in the or the link rather in the description of this video below as well. Canada. If you are doing a cruise to Canada, if you are doing an Alaska cruise, well, your cruise is probably it's definitely going to stop in Canada. Or if you're just doing an air and land package to Canada, there's something else you have to do. You will need to download the Arrive Can app. Do this ASAP. Once again, you know it, I am going to include the link for the Arrive Can app in the description of this video. Do this ASAP. Bermuda. It is another destination that you have to do another step. You have to do the Bermuda travel authorization. And, when I'm talking about these, the Canadian CAN arrival app or whatever it is, the Bermuda travel authorization, each person has to do this. So for Bermuda, I will include the link for the Bermuda travel authorization, where you will upload your passport, vaccine, and even your negative test results once you get that. I will put that in the description of this video as well. Travel insurance. I hope you've purchased travel insurance and you're protected. Print out your travel policy. Print out your travel insurance description of coverage. Keep that with you along with your passport. And if a vaccine card is needed and if a negative test is needed, keep all of this together. You have to have all of this when you travel. But the reason I say that you add the your insurance policy information with you is because if something unfortunate were to happen, you had to see a doctor on a ship, or you got sick or injured outside of the country, and you needed some assistance, there's phone numbers on there that you can call and you can let them know that this has happened. My flight has been delayed and I don't know that I'm going to make it. I don't know what to do. I may miss my connection. There's information on there with all of that and phone numbers of who you should call if something comes up and they can give you advice of what documents that you may or may not need to keep. So travel with your passport, vaccine card, your negative test result, and your travel insurance policy. Yes, I know you're going to have to travel with maybe 2 or even 3 apps on your phone, but I promise you, if you do this, it's going to make for a smooth vacation, and you're going to be off to creating some great memories. I really, really hope that you enjoyed these travel tips. And like I said, if we are your travel partner, your travel advisor, reach out to us if you have questions. If we are not your travel partner, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you and see if maybe we can work together with you in the future. Once again, take a deep breath. It's all going to go great. Arrive for your international flights a minimum of 3 hours before departure. Get to the cruise terminals when your arrival time or your check-in time is set. Pack a little patience because these agents are having to verify a lot of information. So the check-in process may be just a little bit longer, than what we wish. So just pack a lot of patience and you'll be off to a great vacation. Thanks again for joining me, my friends. Danny here with Nationwide Cruises and Vacations. And I look forward to seeing you back here for more travel news, travel offers, and travel tips. Bon voyage!